the boiling water in your cup, boy, because 50 grams of carbs from something like an oatmeal, that is not bad dieting wise. You know, this is one thing that I notice, and I'm sure anybody notices. It's a little different when I'm bulking up. When I'm full of food at all times and my stomach is constantly, I mean, basically leaching out sugars and carbs into my bloodstream, I don't really get energy crashes because I'm just full of food at all times. So if I had like a bag of Skittles or if I had some ice cream or something, it's not going to spike my blood sugar and then crash it because I'm kind of just in a constant fed state. But whenever I diet down, or whenever you diet down, and you're in a real deficit for a long time, you're gonna notice that if you ever have a big, high glycemic index calorie intake, aka you eat like fucking 100 grams, 150 grams of sugar at once, your blood sugar is gonna spike, and then it is going to immediately fucking crash. Because sugars just go through your system like nothing. Whereas something like an oatmeal, it's more of an even distribution of energy. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but I remember when I was younger, my dad would tell us, eat your oatmeal before a competition or whatever, so you can have even slow energy. Because, it's more fibrous as a carb. It's literally more sugar molecules chained together. It takes time to digest. So if I were to have 50 grams of carbs from a bag of Skittles right when I woke up, not that I would do that, especially not dieting, but let's say I did that, versus alternate universe where I had 50 grams of carbs from an oatmeal. For one thing, I'm going to have a sugar spike and then crash. I'm going to be tired for a little bit before I kind of reach back to equilibrium. And then I'm going to be hungrier again sooner. Whereas with the 50 grams of the low, kind of slow digesting complex carbs from the oatmeal, I'm going to be full for longer. I'm not going to have a massive kind of fluctuation in my energy. And then I can wait a few more hours before I feel like I even need to eat another meal. That's why guys usually say that when they start, carnivore, they start keto, they start no sugar. A lot of times when people start those diets, what they always say, and at least what I always hear, is, dude, my energy levels are they're so, I feel like I've got such high energy. I wouldn't even say it's necessarily high energy, but it's even energy throughout the day. Because if you're if you're in a state of maintenance or in a state of a deficit where you're getting leaner, then, a large sugar intake, it just doesn't make any sense because it's not going to make you feel very full. It's going to fuck with your blood sugar and make you go all fucking crazy. Like if I were to sit here with a glucometer, it would probably shoot up to 200 for a second and then shoot back down to 50 and then bounce around back to 70. Whereas, having more complex style carbs, it's just going to keep you in a more fed, even baseline state, which dieting wise, that's your friend. Consistency, consistent hunger levels, consistent levels of kind of fullness, eating evenly throughout the day. That is what you're going to want, because this is kind of a classic approach. Everybody if you don't really know what you're doing dieting wise and macros and counting, I'm sure you know somebody where they basically just eat nothing all day. They skip breakfast. They skip lunch. They might have a Coke Zero at 1, and then for one thing, they may think to themselves, oh, I was really good today. No, I didn't even cheat on my diet today. I get to have a little snack before bed. Or they've literally just withheld themselves from eating for so long throughout the day that now their appetite is going fucking crazy. You can't go to sleep when you're fucking hungry unless you're like a high school wrestler and you're a real beast about it. I knew a couple guys like that when I was in high school. But odds are you're not going to bed hungry, man. I've been there before too. I'm not going to bed hungry. I end up having to eat something. So yeah, that's me being a schmuck. I should just suck it up. But really, I should have just planned my day more accordingly, where I ate steady, evenly sized meals. I've been kind of talking about what I want to do when I start bulking up. I'm really going to emphasize evenly dispersed meals throughout the day to be in a little more of a just steady state of fedness. But same thing goes with dieting, man. So if you hold yourself off from calories and you're just holding off and you're holding off and you're just holding off, you're just building up pressure inside of you. And eventually you're going to say, ah, fuck it. Give me the Ben and Jerry's. 3 seconds later, it's gone. 3 seconds later, you're going to say, ah, okay, maybe I'll have some juice. And then you totally screwed yourself. So that's where being a little more responsible, eating evenly throughout the day, that's where it's at, man. So let's, what else do I need? Give me a minute to think about it.